Update on my hair. Like the other day, I posted to my close friends, which I know sounds dramatic, but genuinely, guys, like social media is a fake place. Like rummaging at the thrift store is disgusting. And notice, I didn't cough the whole time. Okay, we've changed locations. I was gonna record in the basement, but now there's people in the basement and I can't fucking do that. This pimple right here is so massive. Do you see it? Like off of my face right now? It's so massive. We're gonna do our nails. I already cut them this morning. They were getting long, and since I have them natural right now, I have to constantly cut them. Hopefully this mic isn't too much. The other day I recorded a video where you could like hear my heartbeat. It was so dramatic. It was so intense. I actually ended up scrapping that video anyway because I feel like some of the things, like this is a train of thought for me, right? Like sometimes I'm just chatting, but that was the first time I made a video where I was like, oh, that was more for me than anyone else. It wasn't anything bad. And it was actually really nice for me to hear for myself, but just, I don't know. Maybe I'll make a rendition of it. It was just about how like sometimes you do have to take a break when the world is fucking crashing and burning, or when it feels like it's crashing and burning with everything going on politically and in the news and stuff like that. And I understand like some people take that as a sign of weakness. Some people take it as like, no, we can't stop because then they'll continue. But like literally you cannot fight a fight that you have no energy for. It was basically about like, you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of anything else. But it was like very tailored to me. Like, again, I was just talking to myself. It was like a train of thought. It was like weighing heavy on my heart. So I recorded it. I spoke to myself, and then I was just like, that was great. And like, it was such a good reminder for myself, for my well-being. But I don't know how we got on this topic. Okay, hard as nails. We're gonna go in. Update on my hair. So my bald spot is definitely growing back, but it's, girl, still a fucking bald spot. And okay, so the shampoo and conditioner that I linked in my last Let's Do Our Nails video, I really loved it. Genuinely, like, I've never had a shampoo and conditioner smell better than that one. It smelled so good, so delicious. Like, I'm still sad that I'm not using it. Like, holy shit, we're talking like third, fourth day, your hair is still smelling. Like, when you whip it, like, I highly recommend that shampoo and conditioner. But it broke me out. I'm someone who has extremely sensitive skin, extremely. Like, I'm not someone who can use perfumes. Most shampoo and conditioners, like, this is not surprising for me that shampoo and conditioner didn't work. I'm genuinely saying you should get it. It smells so fucking good. And also my hair was so shiny, so like lively. Like, I was so hype. But anyways, shampoos and conditioners, soaps. There's a lot of soaps that I'm allergic to, which is crazy, but whatever. Lotions, just anything with like fragrances in it. And it doesn't matter if it's all natural. It doesn't matter if it's chemicals. Like, when I search for a new shampoo and conditioner, I have to go through like 8 different brands to find one thing that doesn't completely break me out. I started breaking out all here. Like, I don't know if you can see like those dark little marks. I also have a pimple right here, like along my hairline, and that's just what happens when I'm allergic to something. It either makes my scalp burn and it's like, oh, okay, can't use that, or I start breaking out, which was tough. That was really tough for me. That was really intense. I tried it for a long time. Like, I really gave it a chance, but I couldn't do it. Also, this is Bob. Yeah. Yeah, he's casually growing on my face. That's another little update. The birth control that my gynecologist put me on, again, I really fucking liked it. I really, really, really liked it. 10 out of 10. But it's a name brand and not generic. So it would have been $80 every single time I got my prescription. We're talking every single month. So I had to change it. And I think the one that I'm on right now is giving me really bad hormonal acne. Hold on, let me do my thumb. Because if you look at my chin, I have like these little red marks right here. You see that? And that was just as big as this one. Like this is nothing. This is just skin. And you see right here too? Like all these little dark marks I have on my face. I know that it's hormonal acne, but I specifically think it's that pill. So I just don't know what to do. I gotta go back to my doctor and try to figure it out, because honestly, after having kids and after fixing my skincare routine, my face has been clear for like 5 years now. Like gorgeously clear, to the point where like I couldn't believe it. I used to really struggle with acne, again, because I'm like so allergic to things, and it took me a long time to even realize that. It took me a long time to realize my shampoo and conditioner could break me out that bad. But yeah, it had been clear for so long, and I was so happy with my skin. So right now to have a second head growing out of my fucking face is crazy. Is absolutely insane, and it hurts too. It's not just like a vanity thing. Like, this bitch hurts. And then on top of that, because it's hormonal, there's really nothing you can do about it. And then it just leaves a mark. Like, I'm gonna have a deep purple circle on my face for like the next 2 weeks. And I'm trying to be so patient and so kind to myself and all that. But I'm so over it. And back to the shampoo and conditioner. So now I'm using something that I was using before just to be able to wash my hair and condition it. But my hair loss is still just as bad. Like, I promise you I'm a happy person, but it's really getting to me, guys. Like, what the flip-flop, you know what I'm saying? What else is going on in life? I started watching Harry Potter with the kids, and Cash is really good at keeping up with the storyline. He's been doing such a good job of that. We got to the third film, Prisoner of Azkaban, and midway through the film, Ron and Hermione are like walking through the snow, and he turns to me and says, "That Hermione girl is so cute. She's just so cute." And then, because sometimes we don't get through the whole film in one sitting, so cut to 2 days later, and we're getting to a different scene where they're like running towards like the Whomping Willow and stuff. And he's like, "Her hair is so beautiful. She is so cute." And then when she gets like grabbed up by the tree and she's like swinging in it, he's like, "What is she doing? She's so silly, that girl." This is the first time I've seen him actually like crushing, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, wow, we get here so fast. It's like the sweetest thing ever. But wow, it happens that fast. I think after I'm done with my nails, I'm actually gonna go to the mall and buy a pair of shoes. Oh wait, this is the color that I'm using. It's like this shiny purpley color. So pretty. So cute. I actually got 3 different nail polishes, like very different ones, like not just regular colors, but they're all like iridescent or chrome. They were all on sale. We're talking like 50% off. So I got them. Anyway, so about my rant about social media. So when you're off of social media for a long time, you kind of just like connect with the world differently and like with your everyday differently. And my brain is doing this thing right now that is trying to like grasp the fact that I'm back on social media, which I know sounds dramatic, but genuinely, guys, like, social media is a fake place. It is not a real, tangible place. And the way that we consume things and the way that things are created is to grab our attention quickly, hold it for 2 minutes, and then release it. And I'm having a hard time with that. And also like the algorithm, like the way that everything works with like the algorithm. Way back when, I used to be on Twitter, obviously. I'm no longer on Twitter. I stopped using Twitter even before it was X, because I started realizing I was taking in a lot of people's opinions, right? And the thing is, because you're reading it, you don't know the opinion until you get through the whole sentence, right? But by then you've taken the entire thing in. What I mean by that is, like, let's say I go to a bookstore and I get a romance or a murder mystery. Then I know what I'm signing up for and I know what I'm getting, whether it's a good book or not. I'm just saying, like, you know what you're getting. With social media, you are thrown things, whether you want them or not. And of course, we can fix our algorithms, but it also doesn't, like, negate the fact that it's going to show us what our followers want as well. You know what I'm saying? Or what our followers are sharing. And it's just really intense. And even the fact that, like, there are times where I want to share something, right? Like a piece of news, a snippet of information that I think is really important. I share that and then the algorithm thinks I want that. Also, what's happening with my YouTube, which, like, YouTube used to be, it's like my favorite place. I love YouTube so bad. I love YouTube. But right now, because I'm posting on it, it thinks that I want all these videos on, like, advice, how to grow subscribers, how to make money, how to, from now to tomorrow, have 10K more subscribers, like, all these things. I don't want that. Also, my shorts on YouTube are now all synced up to just be the 2 top trending songs. So it's like a Cat's Eye song and, like, the new Pink Panthers remix. That's all I get. I don't get the girls that I used to watch. I don't get the, like, Get Ready With Me's, I'm thrifting today, I'm walking through town, oh, this is what I ate. Like, the shit that's, like, almost brain rot, but that was, like, comfort for me. But instead of that, I'm literally getting people just dancing to that song. Or doing something random, like flipping an egg to that song. And so I feel like my algorithm is broken. And it's been really frustrating because it's either these 2 fucking songs that are driving me crazy, or it's on Instagram where I have to hear about pedophiles. And that is so triggering to me. And I genuinely think that, like, as a society, we are not, like, these Epstein files, we are not obsessed with protecting children and knowing right from wrong. We are obsessed with the pedophiles. We are obsessed with knowing who, what, where, when, how. Oh my God, who else is on the list? And not the actual fucking problem, or even correcting the problem, or getting the people who are on that list in fucking jail underneath the jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are not obsessed with that. Or even, like, the whole ICE raids. I'm starting to see we are not giving solutions, again, to the problem, but instead I'm seeing a lot of white people arguing amongst themselves as, like, a badge of honor to show that they're an ally. And I'm like, that's not helping either. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And that's what I mean by, like, it gets way too much when I see a lot of people arguing back and forth, but no actual change coming out of it. And that's, like, the fake world I'm talking about that my brain is struggling with. That here I am taking in all this information and it's making me anxious. It's making me frustrated. It's triggering me. It's making me so fucking sad. It's making me feel like I am a speck of fucking dust and these politicians have their boots on our necks. That's how it makes me feel. But that is not the reality. Because there are things that we can do. There are ways that we can change. There are ways that we can help our community. And I genuinely believe that, which is why I donate clothes, I donate books and toys and things like that. Like, that's a genuine way to help the children around me. But when I'm wasting my time online hearing people yell back and forth about, no, look how smart I am because I know this. Look at how smart I am because I read through this. And look at how much I'm helping because I'm yelling louder. That's when it's like, there's like, and the reality of the situation is that when you start feeling small, the best way to get yourself out of that is to actually help the people around you. That's how your body starts to feel better because you actually see the change around you. And one of the things that I brought up in the video that I ended up scrapping was the fact that in 2016, like I said, I was anxious, I was depressed, lots of things going wrong, and my activism wasn't really helping that. And I remember in one of my graphic design classes, the professor said, choose one of these articles and make a design surrounding it. And the article that I ended up going with was how activists have a higher likelihood of alcoholism, depression, anxiety, and everything that comes along with those things. And the reason is because when you're focused on a topic, you are going to see, okay, if we're talking about racism, and I decided I'm gonna tackle the system, the entire system, and here are all the things, right? When you first start, you're like, these are the solutions. This is what's wrong, and this is the solution. And you think that you can just jump over everything and get to that solution. And once you get into the nitty-gritty, you see how systemic it is. You see how our entire society revolves around it and plays off of it. And then you start seeing the people who, the food deserts, and the children who go to school and have no books and have no resources, and the parents who can barely afford to feed their kids, clothe their kids, and give them the things that they need, right? And then you see how that, it's just like a trickle down, right? When you are an activist, you see the everyday truths and you see the everyday suffering, and you rarely ever get to see the policy change, the positive change in your community, unless you do charity work. So for instance, the Black Panther Party inspired Puerto Ricans to start the Young Lords movement. And that was a group of people trying to help their community. Now, of course, at the end of the day, they wanted independence for Puerto Rico, and they wanted to keep their people engaged and educated on what was happening. But on a very basic level, they fed the kids in their community breakfast every day. And they protested the garbage trucks not coming through that side of town. Garbage was everywhere. So they made a roadblock where no cars could come through, and the garbage truck had to come. But it's little things like feeding the kids every day that is the actual change that is needed, and not the yelling on fucking Instagram. And I've had enough. Like, I've really fucking had enough. And this is the type of shit that, like, I understand that some people are like, no, you can't disconnect. Like, you have to know what's going on. But genuinely, this is my opinion. As a person of color, none of these things are surprising. None of these things come as a surprise. If you know your history, then you know what's coming next. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, time and time again, history repeats itself. And that's not to say that we should sit back and whatever. I'm just saying, like, I cannot treat every single day like I'm opening up that book to get my heart broken again. That's why I end up feeling small, because they don't care about us. So the way that I combat that feeling is reconnecting with my family. That doesn't sound like it's political, but it fucking is. Me going to see my grandma is political in itself. Making sure that she's okay. She actually lives in a building where her landlord is trying to get her out. And there are certain rooms that she doesn't have heat in. And he fucks around with her building. There's white people who live in her building who they have redone their entire apartment. She's lived in that building for 50 plus years. And he's literally waiting until she fucking dies. He wants her out so bad. He's disconnected her gas. He's done all these things. So even me going to see her to make sure that she's good and calling her and even asking about her journey, that to me means the world to me, because I cannot fix the fucking president. The disgusting fucking president that we have. I could yell it from a rooftop. It is so deep. The problems are so deep rooted. I need to call my dad and see how he's doing today. Like, that is where my focus lies on certain days where I feel like I can't handle it all, right? Because I can't. I'm one person. And like I said, I could scream from a fucking rooftop. It's not gonna change how deep rooted the hatred is for people of color, right? And it's funny because I am from an island, that if I really wanted to run away, oh, I don't want to be in the United States, fuck this place, my country is attached to this place. So again, I can sit and be heartbroken. I can be heartbroken every single day over our reality. Or I can choose to be the best mother today and play with my kids, read them fun books, and be ever present and not anxious and depressed. And that's just the way that I see things, because I'm extremely sensitive. That's just the way that I see things. And don't get me wrong, I keep my kids very educated, or, for their age. We were learning about bison in a book that Cash really likes to read. It's an animal encyclopedia, and we were going page by page. We do 10 pages at a time because it gives you a lot of information about these animals, and one of them were the bison. And in the book, it says how they almost went extinct because of animal hunting. And I said, you want to know why? It wasn't just, humans hunting them. And I told him the truth about how white people didn't want natives to be around anymore. So they killed as many bison as they could because that was their livelihood. I even explained to him how that's such a big animal, that's such a large animal. Not only can it feed you, but it can clothe you. That's always been one of the biggest things. For me as a mother, I need to educate my kids on things that maybe I didn't learn until I was in college. Maybe I didn't learn until past college. I'm going to let them know. We're going to be a household that tells the truth and that knows the truth. It's funny. I started this vlog saying I wasn't going to be political and that, I was going to focus on having a good day. But it was just because I didn't know how to form my words. And something about the chemicals in the nail polish got me so right. And I'm happy that I was able to vocalize what I was trying to say and not just shy away, And notice, I didn't cough the whole time. I didn't cough not once. It's so shiny. I've been really wanting to get nails lately. Do the gel, have them grow, and have them long again. I feel like I'm not myself. Of course I'm myself, but I'm not myself without, I usually have really long nails with, designs, intricate, beautiful, gorgeous designs. And I'm so upset that I don't, but I've been doing so much with my hands that it actually wouldn't make sense to, pay so much money to have, a gorgeous design. Rummaging at the thrift store is disgusting. Thrift stores are disgusting. So having my nails bare and short is actually really helpful for me to not give a fuck. And I've been cleaning so many things in the basement and building things. So I keep trying to remind myself of that. But sometimes I'm damn, I can't wait to be a bad bitch again. Which I still am. I'm just saying that's how I feel. When I have my nails on, it's I could look like a bum as long as my nails are done. It don't matter. You can't tell me nothing. I'm headed to a ball, so I cannot wait. These are so cute. I'm gonna try to block. Do you see how cute that is? It's so subtle, but it's really purple and blue, and pink. It's dancing. It's just like the bottle. This is another thing. I think I need to make more YouTube videos and just stay off of Instagram. I'm this close to deactivating. I'm this fucking close to deactivating, I swear to you. But it's okay, we're gonna work through it. Because I'm having so much fun with my videos. I'm having so much fun with my shorts. I'm having so much fun with my thrifting and my CDs and my DVDs. I'm having so much fun. And I'm not gonna let the world bog down on me to not have fun. Whatever. I wanna make more videos talking because for some reason, it's I lost the plot. Because making shorts is very different from making long form content. Long form, you sit, you take your time. I could chat my ass off. It doesn't matter. I look like this. I don't care. But something about shorts, it's a different mechanism of creation. And when you're making a short, you need to hook the person in the first 2 seconds. And that could be by beauty, right? Nara Smith is a really great example of that, where she has the designer on and she now her hair is getting really big and all that stuff. She's making things just like any other person could, but what hooks you is, wait, why does she look like that? Wait, what is she doing? Right? So I dress differently. I might speak differently because, again, I have to hook you in the first 2 seconds. And also, I'm not posting shorts where I'm like chatting and stuff. I definitely want to do more long form because I want to talk my shit. I just want to talk my shit. And I noticed that on Instagram specifically, like, it's almost like I'm like nervous to talk my shit. I'm like, nervous for what? Like the other day, I posted to my close friends a story about an old friend, which I might as well tell you. I had an old friend who was basically talking shit about her guy best friend. And she was saying how like he was so pathetic and how he doesn't do anything all day. He just waits for her to like call him so that they can hang out. Like that's all he does all day, which really didn't sit right with me. That's a really big red flag. If you're talking about someone who would go to war for you and you're talking like that about them, but also that's like an extremely interesting person. How could he be doing nothing all day? But he has his own interests and he has his own hobbies and all these things, like whatever. Cut to a few weeks later, she had the fucking balls to literally ask me, what do you do all day? Insinuating that I sit around and wait for her to call me to hang out. Mind you, I was in school, I was running my own business, and I had a boyfriend. So, like, again, obviously, I have a lot more going on than just you. That's a narcissist for you. But I posted that because I'm leaving a little bit out of the story. But I posted that, and then I felt like, oh shit, let me delete it. But again, that's just like Instagram world over there, where it's like, I don't know. It puts me in a weird space. It really does. But that's just like one of the things that like haunts me. Like, I know I was talking about holding grudges. I put up like a reel about that because I think about these things, like certain memories that like I should have fucking said something. But instead I kind of like internalized it and then talked about it with my boyfriend later, where I was like, what the fuck? Like, you know? And sometimes I hate that, like, I'm someone to, you know, when you, like, think of a comeback an hour later, it'll be like that. Like, once the person walks away, you think of a comeback. Because it's like, that's so crazy, girl. That's really crazy, girl. But I've also been reflecting on the fact that, like, I currently don't have any friends, but I'm, like, very much at peace with that because I don't think I'm, like, ready for friendship right now. Because if I'm being so honest, my last few, like, sets of friends were so bad. Truly bad experiences. And I always equate it to relationships. Like, relationships for me have always been really easy to get over. I've actually never been broken up with. So I'm always the one being like, all right, you're not good enough, I gotta go. So it's easy for me to get over them. But with friendships, that one's a little harder. Like, I don't know. I think I just like internalize a lot of the things that people have said about me or to me. And then I'm wondering to myself, why do I pick such terrible people to be friends with? And so the same way that someone would, like, if they were to keep picking cheaters, they would take a break, right? You would take a break from dating and being like, all right, let me recalibrate because something's not right here. I feel the same way towards friendship, where I feel like I need to recalibrate because something's not right with me if I keep picking awful people to be friends with. People who say terrible things to me, you know, or make me feel terrible about myself when I never do that to someone else. Which, granted, I feel like if I was to give myself a moment, I would actually be better at choosing friends at this point, especially with kids. But I feel so weary about it. Like, I don't even want to fuck around and find out. I'm like, I'm so not interested, you know? And those are the memories that pop into my mind. Someone saying some dumb shit like that, where I'm like, also another thing that throws me off about social media is the fact that people follow people that they don't like. Like, you actively don't like this person, but you follow them to what? Keep up with them for what? That's weird, dog. That's weird. Like, I know some girls who follow girls who their boyfriends have cheated on them with. Why would you do that? Okay, I'm done with my nails. I'm gonna go record some shorts now and possibly go to the mall and pick up a pair of shoes because they're on sale for like $50 and I really want them. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Muchos besitos. I hope you have a beautiful week. I hope you take care of yourself. I hope you can call your grandmother, your mom, your father, your sibling, whoever you haven't spoken to in a minute. Please call them. Show yourself some love. Do your nails. Get something yummy to eat. Do what you got to do to be happy this week. I love you. Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.